It's time. JJ and Gavin have reviewed 13 other shows, but now it's time to look back on the show rundown. What will they say? Find out all this on the show rundown season finale.
Well, it's finally that day. I'm JJ Marshall, one of the hosts of the show, and we have Gavin Ali, our other host.
Since this is the season finale of the show, why don't we look back on the season and what our opinions are? So first off, we're going to be talking about our experiences. So JJ, what was your experience with the show?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing the show rundown. I thought it was great looking over shows that I grew up on. Learning about shows that I had never seen through you. I had a really good experience on the show rundown.
Yeah, I agree. It was really cool enjoying the shows that we both looked back on, and it was cool to look at some new shows that I haven't heard.
Oh, yeah.
Granted, I still haven't checked your recommendations out, but I'll eventually get to it.
Maybe over the summer.
We'll see. Do you want to talk about the earlier parts, like... For example, the show rundown graphic was originally something else, remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was gray on the background.
Yeah, exactly. And
it looked a little different.
The words were different, and
yeah.
it was, but I do like this background that we have now.
Me too.
So, all right, so what do you think? So why don't we talk about the episode count? How many, what do you think is the best episodes? We ranked the episodes from our show, along with our top 3 shows that we reviewed. Do you want to go?
So the weakest is probably episode 12. I
definitely agree. Adventure Time, while good show, wasn't represented well. Episode 13, Danny Phantom. We'll get to Danny Phantom eventually, but I do feel like the shorter time was a bit hard to work with. But it was still decent.
And then episode 1 is probably...
Again, it's what I always say. The first season is never going to be the best season. It never happens because they're still trying to find the groove, and that's what we were doing in this episode. Episode 11, unfortunately,
I worked really hard on that episode.
I know you did.
But
we both did.
With the circumstances, it didn't come out that great.
Yeah,
we had to do it in the halls.
We had to do it in the halls, which I do think is a positive, but... unfortunately, it did have some errors, which we couldn't fix in production, which was unfortunate. Episode 3 was the Versus episode. Oh, wait, no, episode 6, sorry. Episode 6 is the next one, which, again, the whole concept between episode 6, 3, and 9 was Versus episodes. I really enjoy that concept.
Me too, I like it.
I just feel like that episode 6 was the weakest one. And then
3.
Yeah, episode 3, which was the Teen Titans, the Teen Titans episode.
And then you have episode 7.
Episode 7, that was SpongeBob. That was
episode 9 was the next one.
Episode 9, that was Avatar vs. Korra.
Yeah.
And it was really cool talking about that, especially with the interviewee, Jaden Kim. That was really good for his part.
And then I'd probably put episode 2 next.
Episode 2 is a classic. It's a classic for the show.
Episode 2.
Yeah, episode 2 was fun to make.
4 and 5 I'd probably put next.
Yeah,
very good
regular
episodes.
show and the Cuphead show, both really good episodes.
Oh, yeah.
But I do think the best 2 episodes are episode 8 and 10, which were one of our ideas.
Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers was your idea, and I had the idea of Sonic Boom, which, also a fun fact, Sonic Boom was actually just last minute decision, am I right?
Yeah,
because
really
we were
was.
originally doing Adventure Time.
Yeah, but that got postponed.
And then we brought back, which was really cool that we did.
So why don't we go over the top 3 shows that we reviewed over the year? I'll start. My 3 spot, I put Bob's Burgers. I really grew up on that show. It's probably one of my
Yeah, I remember you talking a lot about it, and you did say it was pretty good.
And then I'd put number 2, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That was like a COVID show for me.
Yeah, that makes sense. It was the first episode for a reason. You liked it so much.
Yeah. And then number 1, it's got to be Invincible.
Yeah,
I don't even have to explain it.
You don't have to explain. You said in the the episode that it was one of the best shows.
Ever.
ever.
All right, so what are your top 3?
But mine would have to be number 3 would be regular show because I just really enjoy. I just think I really enjoy how I like the humor it has, especially as a teen. This is a show
yeah.
definitely made for teens, I could say. Number 2 is Danny Phantom. Dude, I wish I could redo that episode, but the past is the past. It happens. But yeah, I really love Danny Phantom, and I would definitely love to talk about it more. But number 1, we have Gumball, which
You don't even.
I don't need to explain. I went on a whole rant during episode 2.
Great show.
Great show. Absolutely great show. I'm excited for the 7th season.
All right, so why don't we hop into the next segment, which is the seasonal review. So, Gavin, do you think this season of the show rundown was good?
It was good. Obviously, we have there's a bit we need to work on, but
Right.
overall, I do think that this is a really good show, especially since it's our first project, and I honestly can't be any happier with how this all turned out.
Oh yeah, me neither. But if you had to improve, like if we had to improve something, what would you say we'd have to improve?
I think you can agree with me on this one. Like,
Oh yeah.
like voice speaking, I definitely feel like we speak a bit. We're not too confident in ourselves when we do
confidence.
this, but
Speaking voice.
this is every episode it gets a little better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I feel like a bit of the editing could be better, but
Other than
we
that,
still
I
have-
feel like we're
we
pretty
still have-
solid.
yeah, we're pretty solid overall.
All right, so we just wanted to
And-
thank the audience so much. For
I
watching the
actually,
show.
before you do, I just wanted to ask, what do you think worked about the show?
What I think worked. I think the dynamic worked.
The dynamic, yeah, I really enjoyed working with you. I really enjoyed. It was us talking about stuff that we both enjoyed, and
Well, yeah.
not only just talking about it, but also learning information about stuff and who we are as people.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
All right, so
Alright.
now we just wanted
Now-
to thank
yeah.
the audience so much for watching throughout the season.
Yeah, that we want to thank you all so much. You guys really did. This was a really fun show to do, and I'm glad that you guys were be able to watch it.
And that is it for the final episode of the first season of the show rundown. We really appreciate everyone who gave the show a chance.
We don't know what's ahead, but we hope to see you all on a potential future season of the show rundown. Goodbye.